Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. Friends, today I'm in a very mixed kind of mood. I'm happy because our channel has touched 3,000 subscribers just a few minutes ago. So thanks to each and every one of you who helped make this happen. You guys have made my day. It's been a year and 4 months since we started this channel, and you all joined me on the journey at different stages. And here we are today with 3,000 subscribers. It's an incredible performance for any channel. So I'm really gratified. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And special thanks to our very initial and loyal subscribers who kept me going right from the beginning. So big thanks to Inf, to John Pagakis, and to Jesse, and so many people along the way who have been giving me so much of support. And it's I couldn't have asked for better audiences and subscribers. It's been really very good time for me. So thanks for all of that. And of course, there is this new group of subscribers who have joined us who are looking for HIV therapy related information. So big thanks to them as well, because they have also helped increase the subscriber count. And very soon we are going to separate out the languages so that this channel will be purely English, and the Hindi content will go into a separate channel. I've already started the channel, and 35 of the current subscribers have migrated in there. So it's all good. It's all good. Things are going to get better and better as we go ahead, and our focus on genomics is going to be absolutely sharp in this particular channel. So that's the happy part. Now the sad part is Bluebird, because I was thinking that Bluebird and CRISPR are the two things that will give us some cheer this year. But after the results from Bluebird, things are not looking great. And I released YouTube shorts immediately to let you guys know what I think is the reason behind that. And this video today is going to take a much more broader look at the results. And I'm going to talk to you about what I think of Bluebird. So let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Before I go to financials reported in the latest earning release from Bluebird, I want to dwell on my main concern. As you all know very well, I have always been saying we need to see the number of patients enrolled in Zynteglo. We need to see the number of patients enrolled in Skysona. We need to see the payee details, what kind of arrangements have been arrived between Bluebird and the payees or insurers for the therapy. And we also need to know how they are going to handle the accounting because I believe they have given 80% cash back in case the effect of Zynteglo does not last for more than 2 years from the date of I would say treatment, commencement of treatment. So those are all big questions that is fundamental to determining the value of Bluebird. Right now, I do see the value, but we need to see those numbers in place. And when I looked through their financial statement, here are 6 statements that I found pertaining to the information I was looking for, and all of them made me draw a negative conclusion. Here are those statements. Bluebird has made significant progress in the launch of Zynteglo with 5 patient starts, which is cell collections from patients with beta thalassemia to date. So friends, last time we had looked at Bluebird, I had come back with the number that there were 27 patients in the funnel for Zynteglo, and that they have tied up with payee, and they were processing and financially evaluating all those potential patients. But right now we have only 5. I don't know if these are 5 additional on top of the 27, because there is no cumulative number out here. And they go on to say, on average, prior authorization for therapy remains at just 2 weeks. So it's just taking them 2 weeks to get people authorized. And they say it's a strong indicator of payer acceptance for Zynteglo to date. And they are saying there have been 0 ultimate denials for payer coverage to date, which means that the payees are able to pay for it, and it's only taking 2 weeks, and nobody has been rejected so far. And with all that, we just have 5 patients for whom cell collections have been done. And if they had more patients, they would have definitely disclosed those numbers. I don't know why they didn't disclose those numbers. I don't want to assume anything, but this is not making me feel good. And then they are saying Bluebird's qualified treatment centers or QTCs networks continues to scale as planned, with 12 activated QTCs defined as signed master service agreement or MSA, and approximately 30 QTCs in the onboarding or MSA negotiation phase. The company remains on track to scale to 40 to 50 centers by the end of 2023. So now the keyword that I'm looking at here is that when they say 12 activated QTCs, they are saying defined as signed master service agreement or MSA. So I have been in the field of franchising. So the way I would understand master franchise or those kind of agreement is that there is a entity which signs the franchise, and then they give out the franchises to others, and they say we're going to have 30 franchises. So I could interpret it that way also, that they have signed up with a party who has promised to put 12 QTCs. I don't know if they have already put it in place or if this is just sign up. In any case, the QTCs don't make much sense unless we have a large number of patients who need QTCs where they need to go. If there are only 5 patients, I don't see how QTC is going to be a bottleneck for them. And as previously announced during Zynteglo's 2023 launch year, the company exports to report key metrics, including the number of patient starts. And now Bluebird is saying that they do not expect to provide Zynteglo revenue projection for 2023. So why would they not provide Zynteglo revenue projection for 2023? They could make assumptions. They have first-hand experience, and if the payers are just taking 2 weeks to approve and there is no disapproval so far to date, then what is the problem? They can use those matrices to come up with some number, make some assumption, and give us at least some idea of what they think the market is. They should know at least that much. And then they go on to say cell collection has been completed for 2 patients to be treated with Skysona, and the first commercial infusion has been completed. But what I would like to know here is, do they have agreement with any payer or insurance company? What are the terms for those agreements? What is the price at which these therapies have been sold? Is there a cashback agreement? None of those information are to be seen. And since approval, Bluebird has activated 3 QTCs to treat patients with cerebral adrenoleukodystrophy or CALD. So that's the information we have. When you parse all these statements, here is my conclusion. Forget the 27 patients they said were being evaluated for Zynteglo. We actually have only 5 patients. They do not plan to share Zynteglo revenue projections for 2023. This by itself is very disheartening. When you also read the prior authorization for the therapy remains at just 2 weeks, a strong indicator of payer acceptance for Zynteglo to date. There have been no denials for any payer coverage. Then what happened to the remaining 22 prospects for Zynteglo? So this is not adding up. I mean, maybe I'm missing some huge piece of information out here, but what I am seeing doesn't make sense from what I used to know about Bluebird from before. And the progress in QTC does not matter at all. As I said, the QTC will be a concern for me only if we had robust patient enrollment. Then I would be wondering, do they have a place where they can go to get their cell collected and other things? And I would like to have QTCs all over the country. Of course, I'm not saying signing up QTC is a bad thing. I'm really happy that they're doing that. But that's not on the critical path, in my opinion, at this point of time. And it's good to know that 2 patients are being processed for Skysona. Let me say that the glass is half full. But there are no revenue or pay details associated with this, so that's a big downer for me. And I think shareholders deserve more transparency because this is critical to share price valuation. Further, to make matters worse, they also declared that lovo-cel might take longer for approval. Now it's marked for approval somewhere towards the end of this year. As a result of this, the Bluebird shares fell 24% at the time of writing this script on 29th of March. It is possible that Bluebird may provide supplementary information. I would be searching for analyst questions to see if we can get more color. Let's take a quick look at the price chart before we move on to the financial highlights. In fact, I'll do the price chart and the financial highlights both simultaneously. Let's go to the TradingView platform. So here we are in the TradingView platform, and I'm looking at the price chart. Each of these candles is a one-day candle, and you can see there has been a huge drop out here. And I'm going to take out a measuring widget. I'll take the bottom of yesterday where it was and take it to the bottom of today. So this is the bottom of today. So we have dropped around 31.71% overall, and out here it seems to indicate 24.54. So I would go with the 24.54, which is much more accurate. That's a huge drop. It's a drop of $1.06 on a share price of around $4.31 when we got started for the day. So friends, these things are not looking that great. And if you look at earnings, they have done better on the EPS by 215%. So that's by any measure a good metric. But EPS estimate and revenue estimate for these kind of companies is a hit and miss, because various analysts are going to make various assumptions without having all the data and information in hand. So I wouldn't give too much credence to the estimate portion. The fact still remains that EPS has come in positive as against negative. So that's a good positive in my book, glass half full. But the revenue reported was 62K as against an expectation of 1.045 million. So as I mentioned before, with these companies, you don't talk about the estimate. But if I look at revenue, only 62K. When I look at 27 potential Zynteglo patients at more than 200,000 a piece, 62K seems to be very, very less. So I really don't know what's happening out there. It doesn't look that good. It doesn't look that good to me. In conclusion, I think Bluebird lost an opportunity to provide greater transparency around Zynteglo and Skysona financial performance. As shareholders, we are partners with them. And if there is a bad news, we need to know that. And yeah, some people may sell the shares and some may buy it at a lower price, but that's the way the market works. Transparency is the best medicine in this case. However, they have not done that. They may have their own compulsions. Their earlier communications now seem very optimistic, because as against our expectation of 27 or more Zynteglo patient enrollments, we have only 5, despite the fact that payer is responding much better with 2 weeks turnaround time and 100% success rate. So this time they seem to have taken lessons from the past and have not provided projection for Skysona. Further disappointing is the fact that they have chosen not to offer projections for Zynteglo as well for 2023. Overall, I'm quite disappointed with this outcome, friends. Please let me know what you guys think. I think this is the main reason why the share price has tanked big time. I do not see any hope ahead of me for Bluebird unless we get more transparency and more information. I'm going to scan the internet to find analysts' question. Maybe some analysts might have asked those questions, and there might be an answer out there, and I'll come back and make a second video as soon as I find that. I was in a rush to get this out to you. So that's all from me for now. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye for now.